Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson, I will go through 2022 HSC paper with you. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. Question 16. So to work out the maximum heart rate, the formula is 220 minus 8 in years. And to work out Tom's maximum heart rate, and we know that Tom is 25 years of age, so this is 25. So the maximum heart rate is 220, which is minus 25. So 220 minus 20 is 200, and minus another 5 is 195. So the answer is 195 beat per minute. Okay, keep that in mind. Part B. Tom will get the most benefit from his exercise if his heart rate is between 50% and 85% of his maximum heart rate. Between what two heart rates should Tom aiming for to get the most benefit from his exercise? So what we do, we just need to work out 50% of the maximum heart rate and 85% of the maximum heart rate. So that will be between those range, okay? So we just work out 50% of his maximum heart rate first. So that means 50%, and 50% is 50 over 100. And we times by 195. That will give me, so just go 195 divided by 2, because 50% is a half. So there you go, 97.5. So 97.5 beat per minute. And for 85%, so we just go 85 over 100, we times by 195. That is, so just go 85%, and we just times 195. So SD, so there you go, 165.75. 165.75 beat per minute. So therefore, so there you go. Question 17. So we know that Amy has 135 number on the cards, whereas Bob had a cards of 2, 4, and 6. And they play a game in which each person randomly choose one of their own cards and compare with the other person card. The person with the higher card wins. So keep that in mind. So first of all, we need to complete the table. So first one is Amy. That is, she had either 1, 3, or 5. Okay, the number that written on the card. Now for Bob, so Bob can either have 2, 4, or 6. So we have 6 here. For second one, Bob either had 2, 4, or 6. So 2, 4, or 6. If Amy has a 5, so Bob can either have a 2, a 4, or a 6. So there you go. Now the question is, find the probability that Bob wins. So in another word, Bob card must greater than Amy card. So we have 1 for Amy. So therefore, for Bob, 2, 4, 6. So Bob will win, okay, on this branch. And if Amy has a card of 3, so Bob will win only if Bob has a 4 or a 6. And for Amy, for card 5, so Bob must has a card of 6 in order to win. So these are the winning cards. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have, let me write this down. So the probability of winning is 6 out of, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6 out of 9. So there you go. And we can simplify this. So 6 over 9, you can just simply put on a calculator. So you should get, otherwise we divide by 3, give me 2, 9 divided by 3 is 3. So the probability that Bob wins will be 2/3. Part B. Suppose Amy and Bob play this game 30 times. How many times would Bob be expected to win? So to expect to win, so they play 30 times. And the probability of Bob winning is 2/3. So we just go 2/3 of 30, or 30 times 2/3. So that will give me, so we just put on a calculator. Otherwise, 30 divided by 3 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. So 20 times. So there you go. Question 18. The marks in a test were normally distributed. The mean mark was 60. So that is X bar is 60. That's the mean. And the standard deviations is 15. So let me just write SD will do. Is 15. So what was the percentage of the marks higher than 90? So to work out the percentage of the marks that higher than 90, so let me just convert the 90 into z-score first. And the formula is z is equal to x minus x bar over SD. And then the x is the score, so that is 90. And then we minus the mean, that is 60, over the standard deviation, that is 15. And if we put on a calculator, so 90 minus 60 is 30, and 30 divided by 15 is 2. Otherwise, you can just put on a calculator. So we want to work out the probability of z greater than 2. And we have the graph like this. So this is 0, 1, -1, -2, 2. And then we want to be greater than this. And we know that from here to here is 95% because within the 2 standard deviations from the mean, so it's 95. So in another word, this part, add this part together must give me 5%. So, but then we only need greater than 2. So this part here, so that means 5% we divided by 2. So 5% we divided by 2. So that will give me 2.5%. So therefore, so there you go. Question 19. So I is the cumulative frequency. So this column here is cumulative frequency. So to work out I, so 90i is come from here. And to get I, we have 90i plus 62 will give me I. And I plus 24 will give me 184. To get 192, we get 184 plus 8 will give me this. So therefore, I is the cumulative frequency. Don't forget, will give me 98 plus 62. So that will give me, so I just go 98 and we add 62. So there you go, 160. So 160. Now to work out B, so this column here is cumulative percentage. So in another word, we use the cumulative frequency, we divide by the total, which is 200. So to get 49%, so we just go 98, then we divide it by 200. And then we times by 100%, because we want to convert to percentage. And to get 80%, so we just go I, we divide by 200 and times 100%. So therefore, to work out the value of B, so B is the cumulative percentage. So that is B will give me 192. So that is the cumulative frequency. We just want to convert to percentage. So we divide by 200 and we times by 100%. So that will give me, so I just go 192 divided by 200 and we times by 100. So there you go, 96%. So 96, but because it's already percentage here, so we just write 96. So therefore, B is 96. So there you go. Part B. So here is the Pareto chart showing customer complaints. The manager will address 80% of the complaints. Which type of complaints will the manager address? So we need to know 80-20% rule. So we look at 80%, that is cumulative percentage. So it's on here. And then if we going down, so this means that 80% of the complaint is come from these two items here. So that is stock shortage and delivery fees. So stock, so there you go. Question 20. So we need to complete the weighted network using the table above. So first of all, we look at S. So S to Y is 280. So S to Y is 280. And then S to B is 275. So S to B is 275. And then we have C to Y is 60. So C to Y or Y to C is 60. And C to B is 150. So C to B is here. So 150. And then we have Y to S, and Y to S already done, and Y to C already done, and Y to M is 530. So Y to M 530. And then we have B to S already done, and then this is done as well. And B to M is 790. So B to M, so 790. Then we have M to Y, which is done, and M to B done as well. So there you go. So this is the weighted network for the table. Part B. So we need to draw a minimum spanning tree for the network, and we need to work out the length as well. So first of all, we can start from any vertex. So let's just start from S. So start from S. So S can either go to Y or go to B. And we need to work out the smallest value. So that is here. So that is 275. That's the smallest value. So S to B. So that is 275. And then we can start from S or B. So, but then the smallest value is start from B to C. Okay, so B to C is the smallest value. So therefore, B to C, so B to C is 150. Then we can either start from S or C. But start from C to Y is better because Y to C is 60 units or 60 kilometers. So Y to C. So that is 60. And then we can start from Y, C, or B. But then Y to M is the smallest distance. So that means Y to M. That will give me 530. So 530. So now to work out the distance, we just add them up. So that is 275, we add 150, we add 60, we add 530. That should give me, so I just go 275 at 150, then we add 60 plus 530, so 590. So there you go, 1,015 kilometers. So there you go. Question 21. A real estate agent's commissions for selling houses is 2% for first $800,000 of the selling price and 1.5% for any amount over $800,000. Calculate the commission earned in selling a house for $1.5 million. Okay, so to work it out, first of all, we know that $1,500,000 is equal to 800,000. We add, so we just go 15 minus 8. So that give me 7. So that is 700,000. So that's what that meant. Okay, so now the first 800,000 will get 2%. And this one is 1.5%. That's all it is. Okay, let me just write this out. So $800,000 and we times by 2%. So whatever left, that is 700,000. We times by 1.5%. So that will give me, so I just go 800,000 times 2%, and we add 700,000 times 1.5%. So there you go, $26,500. So there you go. Question 22. So first of all, we need to know that C is the cost in dollars and N is the number of laptops produced and B is the fixed cost. So please take note on this, okay? Now, part A, find the cost when 1,943 laptops are produced and the fixed cost is this. So fixed cost, so that is B. So let me just rewrite the equation out first because we know the value of B because the value of B is the fixed cost. So in this case, it's $20,180. So C is equal to 100N plus B, but B is 20180. So we need to find the cost when N is 1,943. So C is 100 times N, that is 1943. We add 20180. So that is equal to, so just go 100 times 1943 and then we add 20,180. So there you go, $214,480. So $214,480. So there you go. Part B. Some laptops have some extra features added. The formula to calculate the production cost for these is C is equal to 100N. We add AN and plus the fixed cost. And we know that A is the additional cost. Okay, keep that in mind. So that is A. So the question is this. Find the number of laptops produced if additional cost is 26 per laptop. So in another word, this is the additional cost. That is A. So A is 26. So we need to work out the number of laptop when the cost is this. That is C is equal to 97040. Okay, so let me just substitute this into the formula. So C, let me just write out C first. Okay, so C is 100 N plus AN and A is 26. So that is 26n. We add 20,180. So let me just simplify this first, because we have 100n and we add 26n. And that will give me 126n. We add 20180. And we know that C is this amount. So let me just write this down. So 97040. So what I do, I just solve the equations by moving this value here to the left. So that becomes minus. So 97,040 minus 20,180. So let me just put on a calculator. So I just go 97040, which is minus 20180. So there you go, 76,860. So 76,860. That will give me 126n. So I just go 76,860 divided by 126. So just go answer divided by 126. So there you go, 610. So n is 610. So therefore, there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.